We've also seen some flooding in St. Charles Parish. Parish President Matthew Jewell, I believe, is on the phone now. Can you hear us, President Jewell?
I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, we've got you by Zoom. Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for being with us. We understand that there are a significant number of homes in St. Charles that have taken on water. Where are they, and any idea how many?
It's really spread out throughout the parish where the calls are coming in. Right now, I heard Paul talking earlier, 100 plus homes. We're really right now probably at 200 homes that have reported water in their home. We're going to do damage assessments tomorrow morning and figure out if that was, vehicle related water being pushed into a home, if that was just a garage flooding, if that was some minor flooding or major flooding. So we're really going to have to refine that list in the morning. We'll be doing windshield damage assessments, and planning and zoning will be working on going to every one of those addresses that was reported to us.
Okay. Any major areas like where you're seeing significant concentrations, like Ormond, for example? How are they doing over there?
Yeah, there's a hot spot in Ormond, south of the CN Railroad. We're seeing some concentration in Norco along Pine Street and various other streets there. We've gotten some calls from Luling, a couple from DeZalmans, a few in Hawnville. So it really was, very widespread. We also know that we've gotten 9+ inches of rain throughout the day, according to what we're seeing on some of our weather stations, as well as the Doppler accumulations that have been put out through the various meteorologists around the metro area.
When it comes to the safety of people, how is everyone? Have there had to be any rescues? Is everyone dry and safe at this time?
No rescues that I'm aware of. We do still have some street flooding around the parish. That water is starting to recede as the pumps get caught up. Obviously, with that amount of rain, there's just no pumping system that we have anywhere around Southeast Louisiana that can handle that much rain in that short period of time. So the water is coming down. The most important thing, if you want to keep people safe and if our residents want to help keep each other safe, please stay off the roads. Don't drive down a flooded street and push water into people's homes. We've already had reports of that happening earlier today. The sheriff has put out a notice that if you are caught driving on a parish road that is flooded and there's no purpose for you to be there, or you're pushing water, you will be charged under state law with reckless operation of a vehicle.
Obviously, it's a serious situation. I mean, nobody wants to add insult to injury, and it's really just a function of being considerate and really being cognizant of your neighbors. Yeah, absolutely. Any other situations that you guys have had to respond to throughout this event? I mean, we got so much rain. We were inundated in all of our South Shore parishes. Any other situations that you've had to deal with?
Yeah, I mean, the sheriff's office is doing a great job. Of course, they're getting a lot of calls, just like Chief Connolly said, calls related to cardiac arrest, trouble breathing, things like that, which are more normal calls that just don't stop during a hurricane. So the sheriff's office has been doing a great job getting to those. They're out also helping us by clearing streets of downed trees. We're working with Entergy. We have an Entergy representative in our EOC and working on getting linemen to the appropriate places around the parish to get power back on. I do have to commend Entergy during this storm. I don't think the power outages were as widespread or as bad as I originally thought they would be, and that's always a great thing and helps speed up recovery post-storm. But right now we're going to get as many of our streets cleared. We're going to get that water down, do our damage assessments in the morning, and we're going to go from there.
Is there a timeline, President Jewell, in terms of how long it might take for the pumps to catch up to all that rain that you guys got?
No, we're seeing the water come down pretty quickly, depending on what area you're in. Some areas got a little bit more rain than others, or some areas have pumping stations that just are smaller, and it just is really dependent on the watershed that you're specifically in. But we know the water's coming down. There's no more rain in the forecast. But look, if you look at this storm and look at the track of what it did, there was no indication whatsoever that when this storm got over to Morgan City and Terrebonne, that it was going to stall and then track directly eastward and just keep St. Charles Parish in the crosshairs for about 3 hours. And that's just what killed us. We were doing very well, up until that point. I've been working with our folks in the EOC, checking the levels at all of our pump stations. Everything looked really good, but when the storm did that, we lost all the momentum that we had, just in an instant, and there was just no recovering from it.
You guys got hit really hard in Ida, especially with power. And power was out for extended periods of time after that storm. And for you to say that Entergy did well during the storm, that is definitely a silver lining in all of this.
Yeah, there were several parts of the parish that never lost power during the storm. And when you look at the Entergy outage map, the outages are more sporadic and just small sections of neighborhoods rather than large swaths, entire neighborhoods being out. So, I do have to say that it was a lot better than what I had anticipated, and that's going to help us with things like utilities, our wastewater system. Having some of our lift stations having power right now is going to help us be able to, get everything back under control a lot quicker.
That's good news there.
Yeah, I think we're all thankful for that. Anything else that you want to tell people as we, go to bed tonight, if people can go to bed tonight, and then look forward to the sunrise in the morning and whatever's going to greet them and whatever damage they're going to have to clean up from? Any
Yeah, I just want to, I really want to stress to residents that if they did get water in their home, in their home being the living portion of their home, to call our EOC at 985-783-5050, report that to us if you have not already. That information is important to us. We have to get that information up to the state of Louisiana to GOSEP. It's important when it comes to FEMA reimbursement. It's important when it comes to future distribution of money from the federal government for recovery, for capital outlay projects. So incredibly important that we get that information. And we're going to be doing damage assessments again in the morning. Again, our EOC is where you report that. 985-783-5050 is the phone number.
Okay, 985-783-5050. We'll just say it again and try to repeat that and maybe include it on our website as well so that we can get that process moving quicker. That helps everyone involved. All right, President Jewell, we really appreciate you being with us tonight.
Thank you so much.